I got a similar story when I interviewed Nick Young and Gilbert Arenas. Like, Nick Young recently said that after leaving the NBA, he was depressed for 4 years.
Wow.
Gilbert told me something similar. He said that after, he retired or whatever you want to call it, when he left the NBA with the $100 million contract, he said that if he would go somewhere, he would purposely map out the longest possible route you could take just to kill time.
Wow.
Because he was just depressed. His whole life, you're on a schedule, you have, everything laid out for you, practice, this, that, during the season, this, you got the coaches, you got your structure, and suddenly you have nothing. Did you go through something similar?
Nope.
Okay, so when you retired, you were good.
Soon as I said I wanted to retire, I got locked up. That's the first thing.
Wow.
Like, soon, the second I even thought, like, I don't want to play no more, I was in handcuffs. That's the first thing. So I didn't even get that chance. But, nope. I'm multi-talented. I love doing clothes. I love, designing homes. I love doing things in my community, doing new basketball courts and, putting new lights up in my community. Nah.
So you saw it as an opportunity to do more stuff?
Do more shit.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah, do some networking. I'm happier. I'm not gonna lie. And I can't say that for the last 4 or 5 years, but like in the moment, I'm happier than I ever been. And like I'm really just getting out of what I was going through right after I got out of the NBA. But I'm super more comfortable in my own skin than I ever was while I was in the NBA. That's a fact. If I could have understood like what I got going on in my head right now, I would have walked away from the NBA. Like, good, y'all really don't want to pay me anyway. Fuck out of here.
Have you talked to the big three at all?
Vlad, I'm not finna go do that, Vlad.
No.
Let me go breathe for 2 seconds, right? In the world of creating, in the world of business and entrepreneurship, let me go breathe for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Without me have to go fucking, all the dumb shit they got me doing right now. With the supervision, like they just bothering me. I'm like, y'all bothering me. Y'all seeing me do mad shit already. Like, let me go do my thing, and I promise you I'm gonna be good. Promise you. I supposed to have been on Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Season 6 in Miami. They sent me a contract. I was making $150,000 and, a little incentive. And my brother got a contract. And one of my baby mamas got a contract. And the feds hold me up for that. I would have been going already 2 months ago. So, that being depressed, we killing that in the NBA because dudes is doing too much business. He's doing podcasts. Dudes got production companies. It's too much networking going on out here right now. It's lit.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, though, is that you have to figure out a whole new direction on your own. Whereas up to that point...
No, you don't. Why? Why you got to figure out a whole new direction on your own?
Not everyone's going to have a successful podcast. Not everyone's going to be on ESPN. Not everyone's going to start a successful business.
You don't do it on your own. You got to think you got to think on your own.
You got to think on your own. Whereas up to that point...
What do I love? What do I want to do?
Yeah.
And then that's why you got to have friends also.
Right.
That's why you got to have friends because if you got, your 5, 6 friends, they always in the middle of something. You know what I'm saying? You can always go jump on board. That's why networking with the players is so important right now. And you mentioned Westbrook. Westbrook is doing some big shit in real estate and all that stuff.
Right, but he's still playing though. I'm talking about after retirement.
Athletes in general though, just doing business, becoming businessmen right off the rip. Because we got the biggest influence. He could have started selling the Gilbert Arenas merch without doing another thing. You know what I'm saying? So I want all players to think like that. Like, we got the biggest influence, and when we done playing, we should become the biggest networkers, the biggest entrepreneurs, and that's a challenge that we're taking right now for the athletes.